Hello, my name is Liliane Silva. I'm the Forage's research specialist and extension specialist at Clemson University. And today I'll be talking about integrating legumes into forage systems. So let's get started. So one of the main questions that we need sometimes to ask ourselves is why? Why should I consider including legumes into my forage system? So one of the a couple of major reasons are actually to improve forage yield and quality on those systems, because legumes are able to fix nitrogen. So especially this year and probably next couple of years, we are going to be trying to optimize use of inputs, chemical fertilizers, for example, on our forage systems. And one of the ways to try to reduce some of those inputs is to actually add legumes into the system so we can reduce the use of chemical nitrogen fertilizer. Then legumes also contribute to improvement of nutrient cycling, and they serve as habitat and food for wildlife and pollinators. We generally have around 30 main legume species that have important economic importance for our society. And some of the main legume species used in our region as forages are listed here. So we have clovers, alfalfa, cowpea, perennial peanuts on southern Alabama, Georgia, and in Florida. We do use some ham, soy, beans, and other legumes throughout the Southeast region. And generally, legumes can be used for hay and silage production, or even baleage production, or they can be managed under grazing. One of the major points of using legumes, including legumes in systems, has been this attempt to have mixtures of legume with grass, so we can be optimizing that transfer of the nitrogen to the grass. There are several ways that we see the nitrogen going to the soil and becoming available for plants, companion plants as grasses, and some of them are listed here. We don't need to really go into details. We just need to understand the legumes are able to capture that nitrogen that's available in the air. And in their root systems, they are going to be having an association with a microorganism that will be transforming that nitrogen in a form that plants can then be incorporated in the soil, and plants can be able to absorb them from the soil. But for that, we do need to make sure that we're having that legume to persist over time, because there are some points here. So one of them is that we do have a higher initial cost of establishment associated with legumes in general. So when we're able to actually make sure that they are persisting over time on a forage system, we're going to be diluting that cost over several years, not just 1 year. So that's going to be improving the feasibility of our system. And we do need to take in consideration what is the return that we're expecting versus the cost of establishment when we are going to be establishing a legume into a forage system. And also the ability that we're going to have in terms of forage availability and how that's going to be affecting our stocking rate. And also the number of days that we're going to be able to have for animals to be outside consuming pastures instead of supplement having to supplement hay or feed to meet the nutrient requirements of some animal species or animal categories on a livestock operation. We do have higher soil fertility requirements and soil pH as well for legumes. So when you are thinking about establishing legumes on an area, it's recommended to really plan ahead of time. Usually 6 to 8 months is the recommendation to be grabbing soil samples and testing them, just to make sure that you have enough time to apply soil amendments as needed. And that will be incorporated in the soil, especially lime that's going to be incorporated in the soil, and have enough time to interact and raise that pH on the surface, or even a deeper surface profile, soil profile if needed. We recommend several sites to be sampled on a given pasture, usually 20 samples on an area that's up to 10 acres is the general recommendation. And you mix those samples inside a bucket and collect a portion of that material after thoroughly mix it, and put it inside a box and send to the lab for analysis. Another point that's very important, if you're going to be establishing a legume on a prepared seed bed, that preparation needs to be well done. But in any case, we need to make sure that we're going to secure high quality inoculated seeds, because it's going to be ensuring that we're having a good chance of that legume to succeed over time. With this, I conclude what I had for today. My mail is here on the screen. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.